Welcome back, guys. It's Colin with the Sunpire CCG here. Today we are back with another video for Reiju, and thank you so much for all your enthusiasm on the previous Reiju vid. Honestly, that was one of our fastest growing videos on the channel, and here we're back thanks to the comment section with a few folks asking if a pure Germa build would be viable this format. So without playing the Porsche and the Foxy package, which I kind of agree with to an extent, since Porsche hasn't always been the most consistent card since she herself is not searchable by other cards. So here we are relying more on the mainline Germa Rangers, playing more for Judge as our endgame finisher, and then having a bit more sustainability with some more removal. We include the Niji again, 3 copies of each. Honestly, he catches a lot of things nowadays, more than I was originally going to give him credit for, such as like the 3-drop Red Sanji, 4-drop Zorojuro, the entirety of the Doflamingo deck, honestly. That deck's actually a lot better than I was originally giving it credit for in the previous video. But yeah, pretty glad to have him back again. Then we are playing 3 copies of Kaya, just being the generically good 2K, also lets us dig deeper for our pieces. Cosette's another tech that some folks were mentioning in the previous comment section. Honestly, I was quite impressed with this. Most colors don't really have a great way of dealing with this card efficiently, so putting her out and then getting to chump block for your Chiji to keep him alive for another turn cycle is actually pretty good. And then last but not least, we're playing a few removal spells, 2 copies of Red Rock being that catch-all for mostly 10 drops like the 10 drop Shanks and 10 drop Blackbeard. We're playing this over Gamma Knife now since honestly the Captain Kid decks haven't been as popular anymore, since a lot of decks like Shanks and Blackbeard have kind of hated them out. And then we're also playing 1 copy of Black Bug being a searchable removal spell, and honestly has been coming up quite a bit too in my testing. So yeah, that's it for the list. Is it perfect? Probably not, but we'll definitely see if this holds up compared to the traditional build with the Porsche package. Okay, so we're up against a purple Luffy. We stole first from them, thankfully. And honestly, this opener's pretty good. I'm gonna keep this. So we get to go turn 1 Sanji. I think I'll search for a reroll with the double 6 event. Yeah. Ideally, I'm gonna try to find the stage. Hopefully. Okay, so they do nothing on turn 1. I could develop the Niji, but I think I'm going to save this for when they commit as Zorojuro, potentially. So we'll just go ahead and keep trying to search, and yep, we found the stage, which is really good. Play the stage, pitch it, we'll pitch our brick. Now do I want Judge or do I want the Reiju? I think we need to be more aggressive in this matchup to where Judge might be a little bit too slow, so I'm gonna go for the Reiju, just get that in rotation. We could also just search around to the Judge since we found the stage this early. So yeah, we'll just swing 6. They give it 2k, okay. Okay, so they pull and ramp to 5. They bring out the Law, I guess just as a blocker pretty much, since we obviously don't have a large enough hand. And we don't have a 2k, so I'm just going to take this. Oh, and now we get a 2k. Alrighty. We can do a few things here. You know, the really funny thing is that we're actually at equal Dawn, so we don't even have to Dawn minus if we want to bring out the Niji. Is that worth? Honestly, I think that's kind of worth. I'm going to swing 5. Because that way, on a following turn, if I find a follow-up Niji, then I can use that with the Dawn minus Niji. We'll just get a Reiju. But yeah, so I'm just going to pay 5 straight up, and then we'll bounce the Law back and pass turn. That way, if I find a second one, like I said earlier, I can tag into it with the 3-drop. Honestly, we can... in my head, I was kind of saving... I'm going to save the Ichiji for when they have a rested body, because we can kind of just keep developing like this. Now, with that being said, I think with 7 Dawn, I'm just gonna start off with using Reiju to draw 3 cards. Okay. Next we can go pitch stage. We'll find a Sanji. Yeah, and then I can afford to go Sanji and see if I find another Niji. We don't. But we do find another Ichiji, which I will take that, actually. And then we can go 5 lead. And they counter with the law. Funny enough, like, I kind of played into the law here. But they countered with it. I don't know if they have a second one or not. We'll go 6 lead. And then we can go Ichiji tag out for Ichiji. And then Russian for 7 at face. And they take, nice, okay. So we're definitely building up our board presence. If they commit out a 5-drop, like a Sangor or something, I can black bug it, which is kind of nice. With this swing, I'll just give one of my 2 Nijis as the 1k. 6k swing, we'll give a Black Maria. 8 into 6. So, funny enough, I think I can just let this go, since I'm going to bring it back with Niji. I might have baited my opponent out because I countered with the other one. He might not. They might be thinking I don't have a second Niji to follow up. Yep, and they bring out Sangora. Okay, we actually have a really... Ooh, with 7 Dawn too. We actually have a really cool play here. Yeah, and I should do this now before I start swinging, so because they might giant. Because we can go play Niji, Dawn minus, bring out big Niji. We'll draw from leader, and then we can bounce the Zoro Juro. And then with the 4 Dawn remaining, since we're still equal or less, we can black bug and tuck away the Sangoro. And then I can stage, pitch. We'll get a 2k for counter. And then we just start swinging face. We'll just try to outrace these 2 Luffy Taros here. Ooh, nice, and they go to 0. Okay. Okay. Okay, so they're gonna heal with Big Mom. But thankfully we do have the red rock to get it off the board, which is probably what's gonna happen next turn. So if I had to guess, they're probably gonna heal away our 6k body. Okay, so they heal away our Niji. Then they're gonna chase down our Reiju. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna let this go. I think they're gonna try to go Taro Taro into our Ichiji, but thankfully I do have the 2-2Ks to save it. Nice, and we have a follow Ichiji. Okay. We'll start with a 7 at face. This is gonna force 2 cards from them, because I don't think they want to go to 0 for my leader swing. Especially since they don't have Giant up. Okay, so they give 2k 1k, which is nice for us. We can pitch Ichiji for... honestly, we get another Ichiji. They could just be dead here, honestly, if I go 5 in with the Reiju. But then, I'm not really, like, in any danger of dying, though. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna force another 2k out of them, ideally. Ooh, and they go to 0? Six connected, so I'm like... I think 9 connects, because I'm gonna leave up 1 to play out a blocker in case they're trying to bait me. No, and they just die there. Alright. Nice. Okay, so we chose second versus a Shanks. We have a stage and we have Nichiji. Honestly, I think this is a key. I kind of want to save my cards, and I think we can just black bug away this Luffy, and then also run over the Hongo in combat. With the Sanji though, do I want to do a search? I'll just poke 5 into the Hongo, see if they just. Also search for Sanji. I think I like that a little bit more. I don't really need to bounce the Hongo yet. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do some searching real quick. I could get a follow BGG, but I think I want the guaranteed body off of the judge next turn. Can go Reiju, draw 2 more cards because that's fair. Pitch the stage. Oh, I wish I could have picked up this Red Rock. That's okay. We'll get a follow BGG. That's how they're gonna do it. So yeah, they went Rayleigh, Shrink our Judge with you. They just didn't have enough counter regardless. Alright, but sweet, GG. Alright, let's get into the wrap up. So let me start with saying that these games should be taken with a grain of salt like I stated in my other videos. The core felt pretty reasonable, but I think the version with Porsche and the Foxy package is still a bit better as of right now until OP-11. But before that, we do have EB2 coming very soon, and I do plan to revisit this later for that set, so please do subscribe so you can be notified of that video coming up. And in the meantime, you can also check out the other decks we featured, such as Red Purple Sugar with the Animal package. At any rate, thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you in the next one.